Queer News Tonight anchor Maxx Fenning honored as SFGN's Person of the Year.
When we censor our teachers, when we censor our education, we breed hate and violence and bigotry against the most vulnerable in our schools. So I have some words for Ron DeSantis. Who I am and who I love is not a political agenda. The beauty and history of my community, the LGBT community, is not a political agenda. LGBT history is American history because LGBT Americans are Americans.
That passion is real. That is not for the camera. That is real. Maxx has become a force to be reckoned with in South Florida when it comes to activism and organizing. He founded the LGBTQ plus youth group PRISM at the age of 17 and continues to act as their president. In 2021, he joined the cast of Queer News Tonight as a regular anchor and has acted as lead anchor for special all-student editions. In the past year, Maxx, who is now only 20, has continued to be front and center when it comes to LGBTQ plus issues in Florida, especially those concerning students and youth. From PTA meetings to Washington, D.C. and Tallahassee, Maxx has been there fighting against book bannings, Don't Say Gay, and much, much more. Maxx told South Florida Gay News, quote, "We had already seen the power of organizing, with March for Our Lives, in particular, is what really inspired a lot of Gen Z and political activism and organizing in a digital space. I say that nobody knows how young people are engaging with social media better than young people themselves," end quote. 2022 proved that Maxx and other Gen Z advocates care. They vote, they are not silent, and they are ready to take the reins from the older generations and lead the LGBTQ plus community. And of course, I'm a reporter and an editor at SFGN, South Florida Gay News, and we could not have selected a better representation of the up-and-coming LGBTQ plus youth. And I'm so proud to have to work for an organization that puts him on the cover.
Yeah, there's a lot of passion there, and I was very excited to see that, especially this generation where you just never know what you're going to get. But this seems to be one that's very active in the community. They're out there, they're doing the work, they're speaking up, and they're holding us all accountable. I love it.
I love the energy. Love the energy. He's very moving. And he's what a cutie pie.
Yeah.
He's wonderful. He's very well spoken. He knows what
he's very smart.
He's a great voice for the youth community.
Yeah, no,
amazing.
And what's more important, I think he's not the only one. The future is looking bright, and I think that people like Maxx and some others in the state of Florida, as a matter of fact, are being the voice that we need. The future is dubious for all of us, and for them even more, because they're going to have to deal with the consequences of what we decide today. And the situation right now is not the easiest one, so they better get engaged.
And his parents are incredibly supportive. I mean, he comes from a family that just has encouraged him and been there for him. You can relate to this. Will your child be on the cover of SFGN in a few years?
Yay!
Yeah. So, but what is it like as a parent to sit and watch your child grow into their true selves?
I mean, it was wonderful because it was at 10. We're just sitting there watching a movie, and she's just like, "Mama, I think I'm bi. I like a boy and I like a girl." And I just felt so wonderful, like blessed, that she would just open up and share something that was so personal and intimate with me. Her mother. I mean, I guess I'm her mother, but they don't always tell you everything.
Yeah.
But it
that means you're doing it right.
Yeah. So I was like, I felt so grateful, and I love that she was just, even at such a young age, she knew what she wanted, and she was speaking out. This is who I am, and I felt so proud of that. It makes me feel so great to be a part of that and to see everything that's going on, and even my involvement in the community, and she sees that, and she loves knowing that she has support. Like everyone that I'm in touch with, she considers her community as well.
And
so nice.
And will she be at Hollywood Pride?
Oh, yeah.
Is she like involved in it with you? Is she kind of watching over your shoulder or anything like that?
She does. She pays attention to what I'm doing. And I asked her, I said, "Well, do you have any advice of what we should do?" Because the youth component is extremely important at my Hollywood Pride. It's a festival for everyone. It's family friendly. And she's just like, just make sure it's fun. Okay. That's my only ask. So I was like, all right, got it.
All right, and
Tall order.
from what I hear, it's gonna be.
It's going to be amazing.
It's gonna be, and when's
amazing.
that's coming up at the end of the month, right?
Yes, January 29th from 1 to 6 p.m. downtown Hollywood. You should come and experience it. It's amazing. We are just growing, and it's going to be just an amazing time for families and everyone involved.
You know, last year was the first year, and we were there. I was there with part of Happening Out, and it was really a good time. And it feels like a neighborhood pride, and it feels like a family pride.
Yes.
And so kudos to you for being an awesome mom and having a pretty cool child too.
Yeah.
All right.
LGBTQ plus news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Sean, and Lara are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out Television Network, Queer News Tonight, and It's Happening Out are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. Our community needs your support. Like this broadcast and subscribe now to ensure the growth of the entire LGBTQ plus community.